Hey guys, hope everybody's doing well and hanging in there and staying active at the same time and being healthy and eating healthy. Since you guys don't have PE twice a week anymore, it's up to you guys to want to push yourself and motivate yourself to get up and go do something. And so I want to talk about something today that you can do and maybe you've never done. And it's a very, very good activity, a very good workout. It's hiking. We have beautiful trails located all around us that you can go hiking on. But first, let me say, number one, you need to have an adult with you if you go hiking. Because think about it, you're walking on trails out in the woods, and you don't want to be by yourself. So please have an adult with you if you decide to go hiking. I want to talk about some things that you might need when you go hiking, or some things you should have handy just in case. One thing that I love to have when I go hiking is my hiking sticks. Okay, they kind of look like ski poles, but they're not. They're hiking sticks, and the bottom of my hiking sticks have these little metal tips. I don't know if you can see. And that's so that I can grab into the rocks or dirt or gravel, whatever type of path there is going on in the mountain. And that's just, these sticks help me stay on balance. So, and also while I'm hiking, instead of getting a workout for my legs, because I'm going up and down the mountain, I'm also getting a workout in with my arms. But the number one thing I like to have these sticks for, sorry it's a little windy, I like to have these for balance. When I am hiking back down a mountain, I like to put them in front of me and then take my steps to make sure I'm on balance. When I'm going up a mountain, I put my sticks ahead of me, and they kind of help me keep my balance getting up the mountain. Another reason I like to have these with me is just in case we come across any type of snake or animal. You must always be aware of your surroundings when you're hiking, because technically you're hiking and walking through their habitat. So it's where they live. They have every right to be there, so try not to disturb them as much as you can. But I won't lie, I'm a little afraid of snakes, so I like to have these available too, just in case I need to get around the snake. But, so I like to have my hiking sticks. I like to have my hiking boots. These are my hiking boots. I choose the high top ones to have more support for my ankles, because a lot of times the terrain you're on or whatever you're walking on is probably going to be rocky since you're in the mountains, and you might twist an ankle a little bit, to where if you have your hiking boots on, they're nice and tight. That'll help you support your ankles. Hiking boots, hiking shoes also are available, and they're low cut, so they're not from here up, they're a little lower, but they do have nice thick bottoms that have good tread. I've had these about 6 years. It's probably time I get a new pair. So I've worn these down a lot. These have a lot of miles on them, but they're still nice and thick, and I still can go hiking in them. So hiking boots, hiking sticks. These are my new ones, and these actually retract, which means they get smaller, because my old ones did not, and they always took up so much room in my car. So they get that small, and I can just throw them in a bag and in the back of my car, and it won't take up much room. Another thing, as you can see, I'm wearing, this is called my camel pack, or camelback pack. Anyway, so this bag, in the back there is a large bladder that holds water. So I fill that up before I go for a hike, and the straw is connected into the bladder, and then whenever I get thirsty, I just grab my straw and take a sip of water. And it stays nice and cold throughout the day while I'm hiking, so that's good. So that way I've got my hands free, I can use my hiking sticks, and I can just take a sip of water. Something else that is really good about this camel backpack, it's got little sections I can put. I've got tissues here, I've got some spray here in case I come up against something that does not like me. I also have, to keep the bugs away, I got some off in here, and I also have some band-aids and like some scissors and a little knife thing just in case I need that while I'm hiking. So it's good to have a first aid kit with you too in case something happens. So I want to tell you about an app that I have on my phone. It's called All Trails, A-L-L Trails, T-R-A-I-L-S. And if you download that app on your phone and you type in your location, it'll tell you all types of hiking trails that are near you. So you can do that, and you can pick up one and you can hit directions, and it'll tell you where you can go and park at the trailhead. That's the beginning of the hiking trail. And so what you want to do is get your family together, type something in that's close by to you, or if you want to take a day trip, you know, you can come to Botetourt County, you can go up to Roanoke. They have a lot of cool hiking trails, but please make sure you check the difficulty. You don't want to get out there and start your first hike on a difficult trail because they are hard or strenuous. Most trails are labeled easy, which is nice and flat. You know, there's not much elevation, so they're kind of nice and flat, nice little walk. Then you'll have moderate, so that's kind of a medium level hike. You're going to have some elevation in that, which means you're going to be hiking up a little bit and hiking down a little bit. So your last one, it's either going to say difficult or strenuous. Those are hard hikes, and that means that the elevation is pretty steep and you're going uphill a lot and downhill a lot, and it might also mean that, you know, it's a little bit rocky as well, and maybe the trail's not as wide and not as maintained. So you really need to read about the hike before you go on it, just to make sure you're safe. And like I said before, number one, always have an adult with you. And even if you are an adult, it's really not safe to go hiking by yourself. So when you become an adult, make sure you have a friend with you to go hiking. So I'm going to show you guys the video of a hike I did. It's a 3.1 mile trail right up here behind my house, and I'm very fortunate to have the Blue Ridge Mountains right behind me and the Blue Ridge Parkway. I've got the Appalachian Trail behind me, a section of it. I've got a 65-mile horse trail that's located in the backyard as well, which actually I completed that a couple years ago in sections, and that was a lot of fun. So here's just another way to get outside, enjoy the scenery, be physical, be active, and it's just really good for your mind, body, and soul. So get out there and go for a hike today. See ya.